EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
At the 40-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught at the 20.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Ball carrier.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's complete. to Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the run.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Carson, the Seahawk ball.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On third down, Carson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30.
Good for a Green Bay Packer.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 7, Packers nothing.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there.
The yard brings up 3rd and 10.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, it's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Packers.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
At the 32-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal and defensive. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They run it with Carson, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
Always a pleasure.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 81 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Seahawks.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
14-yard line.
Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
56 to 5.
Working from the gun. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Mason Crosby to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They run again with Carson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Packers 21, Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8.
They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it's 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To number 14,
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
DJ Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 65 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.